Welcome to the live at the Underground Poker Club in downtown Columbus, Ohio. Thank you for watching our stream, and please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and the bell button to help us grow our channel. We are at the club now, and Eddie the dealer's um, dealing for the button, and seat 1, Jimmy, got the button. So seat 1 is Jimmy, seat 2 is Ed. Seat 3 is Chris, seat 5 is Alan, seat 7 is Rick, and the dealer is Eddie. And this is our first live hand on May 29th, 2021, about 8:17. Small blind is Ed, big blind is Chris. Alan is going to raise $10. Rick snap calls 10. I'm looking at my hand and I call. Ed folds. And Chris is thinking about it. And Chris calls. It comes 9, 7 of clubs, 5 of spades. Chris checks. Alan bets $30. Rick folds. I look at my hand and I call. Chris, what is Chris gonna do? Chris folds. The turn is 7 of spades. Check, check. The river is Jack of diamonds. Alan's gonna bet. I look at my cards and I fold. So the first pot of the night goes to Alan. Button moves to Ed. Ed's gonna button straddle for 5. Eddie, the dealer's still not using the card shuffler yet. All right, Chris makes it 13. I snap call 13. Ed folds, it's heads up. The flop is 2, 10 of hearts, 9 of spades. Chris is gonna bet, I fold. And he shows king of queen. King of hearts and a queen of diamonds. That probably still beat me. If I had any pair, I would have called him. Alright, the button's on Chris. Oh, we have another player. I think his name is Tony. So we are, and he's sitting on the 9th seat. He's buying in for 300. Yes, that is correct. His name is Tony. So let's go back. He's signing the waiver right now. We get some other views. This is the dealer's point of view. Alright, the flop is ace 7-6. Chris hits a set of 6. All in. Queen of spades. Ace of diamonds for a boat. He had ace 4. So the button's on Allen. We have a dead small. Tony's big blind. I fold. It comes around to Chris. He calls $2. Allen's making it 10. Tony folds. Comes around to Chris. Chris calls. It comes 4 hearts, 7 of spades, 8 of clubs, rainbow. Allen's gonna bet 17. I'm sorry, 17. Chris is thinking about it, probably talking some smack, and he calls. 4 clubs. He bets out 30. Allen folds. Oh, it's a misdeal. It's supposed to be a dead button. So we're gonna deal this again. Is he using the card shuffler? Nope, still not using the card shuffler. Alright, small blind, big blind. Ed folds. Chris calls. Allen comes king, deuce, jack. I bet 6. Chris calls. 8, ace of spades. I fold. Buttons on Tony. Okay, let's see. Chris makes it 8 or 7. Tony re-raise. I call for 25. Comes king, queen, 6, rainbow. I bet. Chris folds. Tony folds. I win. Button moves. Tip the dealer. And the dealer does appreciate it. They're strictly volunteer. Work on commission or tips. So the dealers do appreciate the tips. Alan folds, Tony folds, I fold. It's the blinds. Chris made it 13. Ed calls. Comes Queen 7-4 club possibility. King of clubs shows up. Check, check. 8 of clubs. Ed bets out 13. Chris is thinking about it. He's thinking about raising. And he does raise. He raises $27. Shows Jack 10. I think it was straight, yeah. Wasn't worried about clubs. Ed straddles for $5. Chris's calls. Alan folds. Tony folds. I call. Ed checks his option. Ed bets out $12 or 13. I think it is 13. $13. I fold. 5 of spades. So there's a possible straight. 2 flush draws, a diamond, and a spade draw. Ed bets out 13. Chris calls. Comes the ace of spade. Ed bets 15. This time he raised. Ed calls. Comes 9-7 of spades. Wow. He's still not using the card shuffler. The button's not right. Hopefully he'll move the button. Nope, he did not move the button. He makes it 13. Alan calls. Flop 8-7-4 rainbow. Chris announced 27 folds. Let's see if the button moves this time. There we go. The button moves this time. Oh! Kevin just joined. So now we have Kevin sitting at 6. Kevin 6. Just a reminder, Jimmy's at seat 1. Ed is seat 2. Chris is at seat 3. Alan's at seat 5. Kevin's at seat 6. And Tony is at seat 8 or 9. I think he's probably more at 8. So it comes around. Alan bets 15. Kevin calls 15. Chris calls 3-handed. It comes Jack 10 of hearts, 8 of clubs. Alan bets. I think it was 20 or 25. Kevin calls. Chris folds. Heads up. The heart does come. 2 of hearts. Alan checks. Kevin bets close to $100. Alan's thinking about it. He's trying to read the player. He calls. All in, I think. Holy cow. This is the first all in. Comes with 3 of clubs. He has ace jack, top pair, top kicker. Wow. What a great call. Holy cow. What is going on here? Kevin rebuys. Straddle for 5 on the button. Kevin calls. Tony folds. I fold. Ed calls. Option. Alan checks. It comes 8 of clubs. 10, 9 of spades. And then everybody checks. 10 of hearts on the turn. Kevin bets 10. Folds. Everybody folds. A button straddle again. 1, 2. Let's go check on the other screens. I like this. This is the dealer's point of view. We're going to have to change the camera over on seat 2 and 3 point of view. And we're going to change the camera view on 7, 8 point of view next time around. But this is the bird's eye view. It comes Jack of Hearts, 9 of Diamonds, King of Spades. Chris bets out about $60 or $70. 3-handed. Kevin is thinking about calling, and there's Tony behind him. Kevin folds. Tony folds. Buttons right. And it's another button straddle for $5. Hey! Eddie the dealer is finally using the card shuffler. Okay, button straddle, I fold. Ed raised $15. Chris folds. Kevin calls. Oh, Rick is back. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are 7-handed, guys. Not bad. 7-handed. And Kevin won. Uh-oh. Our dealer had to leave. So I am going to play and deal at the same time. Yeah. Eddie the dealer had to leave. I apologize. He apologized too. Something came up, so he had to. So I raised 15. No, I called 15. Kevin bets out. I'm just coloring up the tray. Chris calls. Looks like it's 4-handed. He bets out 40. Rick folds. I fold. He shows pocket 6. Chris shows pocket 6 and folds. And Kevin Kevin wins the pot. Button straddle 5 on Ed. I fold, it comes around. It comes ace 7-8, 7-8 of hearts. Shows a deuce. Folds to Ricky. Ricky wins that pot. Alrighty, we are shuffling. No straddle this time. So it comes around, I fold. Ed makes it 13. Chris snap calls. Everybody else folds. It's heads up. It comes 7-8 of diamonds, 2 of spades. Ed checks. Chris bets 20. Ed folds. It comes around. Ed bets 13. Chris calls. Everybody's folding. Ricky is folding too. The flop is 6-7 of hearts, 2 of clubs. Ed bets out 15 or 13. Remember, the sound's not working, so I'm guessing. He raised 27, folds. He calls, he's bet out 13, 8 of hearts. He calls. Set of sevens there. Oh, he flops the nut flush. He turns the nut flush. So, wow, Chris, wow, that's crazy. So they're all in, and he calls. There we go. Thank you for the tip. Wow. I'm dealing and playing and I get tips. Gosh. Life is good, guys. Can't beat that. King of clubs got exposed. I think I accidentally... Oh, I remember this hand too. Tony raised. I fold, Ed folds. Chris is. They both fold. Kevin is thinking about it. See, what it was he button straddled. Everybody called. And then Kevin raised 15. And then Tony re-raised. Now, and it comes around to Kevin. It's heads up right now. And Kevin re-raised. And then shows the pocket kings. So, with the king exposed. Alright, button straddle again. It's on me. Uh-oh, I missed deal? Yep, I missed deal. Alrighty. Excuse me. Let's see, it comes around $2. Tony bets $12, $17. I fold. Chris is thinking about it. He calls 17. Kevin folds. Rick folds. Heads up. It comes Queen, Jack 3, Rainbow, Ace. It must have been check. Bets out 20. It's a rainbow flop. board. So now it's 2 of hearts. He calls. Tony's gonna bet 25. Chris shows his hand. He shows a pocket 3. I mean, not pocket 3. He shows a pair of 3s, thinking he is good. And Tony has top, well, not top 2, but he has 2 pair, ace and jack. So Chris makes a hero call with pair of 3s. Holy cow. There's a straddle for 5. I fold. Ed folds. Chris calls for 5. Alan and Kevin folds. Rick calls. Makes it 11 now on the flop. Chris goes all in with it. Rick folds. Shows a 6 of clubs. Huh. Okay, it comes around. Looks like it's $2 all the way around. Chris has the option. He's going to probably make it 13. That's his favorite number. Calls. Looks like 15 maybe. Nope, it's 13. Nobody had the $1 chips, so it comes 9, 4, 10, 2 spades. Bets 27. Kevin folds. Rick folds. Chris wins the pot again. It comes around. It looks like 3-handed. Chris bets out again, and everybody folds. Chris is very aggressive. Looks like it's 3-handed with Chris, the button, Kevin, and Ed. It got checked around. Queen on the river. Queen on the turn. Queen on the river. Everybody checks. Chris shows the pocket 2. I mean, pair 2. Now we have the under gun straddle. Tony under gun straddles. Chris calls. Alan raised 20. Rick calls 20. Chris calls. The flop is 3, 6, 8. Alan bets 25. Rick folds. Chris calls. 5 of clubs on the turn. He gets all excited, standing up. And he pushes all in. Alan's thinking about it. He's thinking. Chris is talking smack, and Alan folds, shows the king 9 high. Chris makes it 13. Alan calls. Folds around. I call 13. 3 players. It comes 3, 5, 7 rainbow. $27. We all fold. Chris wins again. Shows a 7. Dead button. Comes 4 or 5 of hearts, jack of clubs, ace of diamonds. You got checked around. Chris bets 12. Everybody folds. Chris wins again. Bun's excuse me. The bun's right. Rick is back in. He pays $1. He missed the small blind. Just to let everybody know that when it was live on May 29th, it was on Facebook, and now we didn't have the sound wasn't working, so now we're editing and voiceover commentating. So we are looking for a commentator. So if anybody would like to be a host, not sure how much it'll be, especially in the beginning, but maybe towards the end, later down the street, we can afford to pay you guys. But if you want to try it out, let me know. Come down to the Underground Poker Club, talk to Jimmy. And right now, we looks like an all-in with a trip 8. Ooh, Kevin has a set of 4s. Holy cow. So Kevin has a small boat, beats trip 8s. And that was a nice little double up for Kevin. Thank you for the tip. Chris goes all in pre-flop. Tony snap calls. Has ace jack. Ended up with a wheel. Broadway, I mean. Holy crap. So he gets a double up here. Now for the viewers who are questioning what the poll is, we are not raking. It's a $30 membership for the streaming. So from 6 to midnight, it's $30 for streaming. If it's normal poker that is not streaming, it's going to be $15 per person for a membership. State of Ohio allows us to take a membership only. We can do that per day. But we are a 24-hour club, so we have to break that down. So we do 6-hour sessions. So streaming, we double. Chris goes all in again. Everybody folds. Rick's gonna bet 35. Six deuce exposed, but he wasn't supposed to show. There was another player. So Alan calls, heads up. It was a check raise. Flop stop too. So Alan makes it 15, or maybe it's 12, because Kevin calls, Rick calls, I called. It's up to Chris. Chris is folding. So it's 4 players. Oh no, I raised. I must have lumped in. Oh, I think I remember this. This is one of my pocket kings. Oh, this is a good one here. Pocket kings. I check raise, so Alan calls with pocket jacks. Now Kevin's thinking about it because he's suited. I don't know if it was a connector. He folds, and then Rick's folding because he doesn't have the implied odds for pocket deuces. So right here, I check, of course, because I have the nut. Now the jack comes on the turn. I check again. And this is when Alan bets out 60. And my mistake, I did mid-raise. I even announced it. I mid-raised him. So it should be a big alert, big flag saying something's wrong, Alan. Something is wrong. So he calls the 60. Now the flush draw does come, but I don't put him on a flush. We both check. And everybody's telling the hands. Rick hit the set of deuces. Kevin rivers the flush. So crazy hand. I thought he hit the jack, but I wasn't 100% sure that he hit a set of jacks. I just knew he hit a jack. So that's why I checked it on the turn. But I did not. Oh, if I knew he was that strong, I would have popped it more, of course. That was a good hand. Set. It would have been set over set. Somebody else turned another set. So crazy. Okay, back to this hand. Looks like Chris limps in. I made it 12. Chris is thinking about it. He calls. There comes ace, queen. I folded. I'm not going to take a chance with him. So he wins that pot. I must have had a small pocket pair or something. It's not worth calling. Chris makes it 13. Kevin and Rick snap calls 13. Give him some change. Comes 8-7 of hearts. King of spades. I think Chris checks. Kevin checks. Rick's going to bet 22. Excuse me. Chris calls. 3 of clubs shows up. Chris checks. Rick pushes. what is that? 7 queen. Here's a 7, king 4 of hearts. Wow. Top pair with a flush draw for Rick. That's a great flop for him. Oh, Tony's gonna cash out. So we are 6-handed now. We're 6-handed, and then we'll get another person come in. Yeah, Josh will come in later on. So let me fast forward this. Okay, we're back. Button straddle, Ed. Chris is thinking about it. Ed bets. Shows pocket jacks. Chris is still thinking about it. He wants to call ace high. Folds. Ed wins. Rick bets. I fold. Chris is all in. Everybody folds. Rick calls the all in. It comes king, queen, jack, 2 5s, ace 10 for the Broadway, king 8. Oh, Rick. So it's coming around. It's a $2 limp pot. It comes queen 5 of diamonds and ace of clubs. Rick bets. I fold. Kevin folds. Shows the pair ace with a 3 kicker. Looks like 3 players, 8 and 9 of hearts, 4 of clubs. Ed bets 12. Everybody folded. He shows queen 8 of something. I don't know if I can. That looks way too fast. I bet 6. Rick calls. Turn river checks. He has a pair of 4s. I think I won that one. Oh, times 4 is way too fast. I'm going to slow it down to. There we go. We're going to back to. Try to speed it up a little bit. Now, Chris took a break. That's why we don't see any action going on. Ed folds. Alan folds. Kevin raised. I fold. Everybody folds. Now you can see my phone. Now there is a 20-second delay, so it's not it's not like I'm cheating or anything. There is actually a 20-second delay, so for the viewers who are watching, just came in to watch, thank you. This is our first live stream with a 1-2 no limit Texas Hold'em. Looks like, what happened here? Rick bets out $4 and we folded. Let's see. There was a $4 straddle. I call $4. Alan makes it 15. I call 15. I fold. Alan wins that pot. Rick bets $12. Alan calls, heads up, check, and then Rick bets 10. Alan calls, jack, check, check, and then ace, a diamond. Alan's gonna bet out 25 this time. Rick calls. Comes set of fours with a straight. Okay. No, this is a pair. He needed a 3. Wow, and it was it good? Alan made a move. I need to go back on that one. King Jack, okay. Rick called with a pair of jacks. Alrighty, let's go back to this. So, that last hand, Alan was trying to steal it, or Kevin bets out 20. Everybody folded. Now Chris is back at the table. He had to buy the miss his blind, so Alan bets 10. Kevin calls. Rick folds. Chris calls. 3-way. Kevin checks. Chris checks. Alan's gonna bet 15. Kevin re-raises. Chris is thinking about calling. And he folds. Alan's thinking about... Nope, he's folding too. So Kevin wins the pot. Kevin tips. $10. Kevin calls 10. I call 10. Ed calls 10. Chris, there's a five-handed. I check. Ed checks. It's on Chris. Chris is checking. Alan checks. Kevin checks. I check again. Chris bets 13. We all fold. It's up to Ed. Ed calls. No, Ed raised. Ed made it 27. Chris called, so on the river's 10 of diamonds. They both called king high, spades. He did turn the flush draw. Chris called with a pair of tens on the river. Oh, he was open-ended, damn. He can hit a 3, 8. And hit a 10. Straddle for 5. We both fold. Chris is going to make it 13. Heads up with Rick and Chris. Shows a 9-7. 9 high's gonna win. 9 high's gonna win. Chris is buying back in. So it's a Jack 5-8. Checked around. It's heads up. Checked again. Chris is gonna bet. Rick folds. Chris wins. Ed straddle. Ed's gonna button straddle. It's on Chris. He's gonna raise. Looks like 27. He verbal. Yeah, he's not string betting. He verbaled and we can't hear him, so Kevin calls, Rick folds, I probably fold. Ed's gonna fold, heads up. Chris push all in for I think about 75. Kevin calls 75. 7 diamonds, 7 of spades. He had pair jacks. He wins. Bets out. Heads up again. Chris and Kevin. Chris has the button, so it's on Kev. Kev checks. Chris is going to bet. Kevin called. Check. Checks. Kevin's going to bet out 25 this time. So folds. Kevin wins that one. Buns on Allen. Alright, looks like heads up again with Kevin and Chris. Chris is going to bet out 27. Kevin's raising. Chris is all in. Kevin's thinking about it. He folds. Chris wins. Kevin bets out 20 on the button. Chris calls. Allen folds. He raised. Oh, it's a $20 straddle. Holy cow. Kevin raises the straddle. Folds. Chris shows the queen 6 offsuit. Kevin shows pocket kings. Nobody called pre-flop. Very frustrating. I've been there a couple times. Many times, actually. Alright, let's see. Looks like 3 players. Kevin bets. Rick calls. He shows 2-3 and folds, thinking that's a great fold. I have no clue. So Rick tried to set a trap for ace-9, a trip 9s. Kevin folds. It's on Rick. Rick calls. He raises. I fold. That's going to make it 10. That could be the bet too. I don't know how many whites Chip Brick bet out. Just want to let everybody know, people who are still watching, thank you for keep on watching. People who are new, just came in and watching. This is the live at the Underground Poker Club in downtown Columbus, Ohio. Thank you for watching our stream. Please help us out. Please hit the thumbs up button, the subscribe button, and the bell button, please. That helps our channel. We want to try to go live on YouTube, but we need to have so many subscribers and so many views and likes. So please hit those subscribe. That helps us out, and we can get more content out for you guys. So please. I think. Oh, here comes Josh. Josh just came in. Got a charger for Kevin. Alright, we're back up to 8 players now. Let's go to the lineup. I'm sitting on seat 1. I'm the dealer 2. Ed's seat 2. Chris is at seat 3 or 4. Alan's on seat 5. Kevin's on seat 6. Rick's about seat 7-ish. And Josh is at seat 9-ish. So, looks like 4 players. On a Queen, Jack, 9 of spade board. Queen of clubs. Josh bets out. Everybody folds. Josh wins on his first hand. Shows pocket kings on his first hand. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So, let's look at different point of views. Let's see. This is the seat 5 point of view. Looking good. We'll look at the dealer's point of view. A little bit messy over here. I apologize. We're still cleaning up. We had so many things going on. We're definitely going to change the camera angle for 7-8. And yeah, we're definitely going to have to change the angle for 2 and 3. So we're learning. We're learning as we go. We're back to the, let's see, we got, looks like it's heads up with Kevin and Chris. Kevin's going to fold. Chris is going to win that pot. Ed's going to bet 15. Chris is talking smack again. I'm glad the sound wasn't working on this live, because there was a lot of smack. I mean, we don't mind the smack talk if it wasn't. He was definitely pushing the limits. So yeah, that I raised. I think I probably limped in with a monster hand. So Ed is going to make 25. Kevin's going to leave. A great player. Thanks for Kevin for coming out. Appreciate that. So we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're down to 6 players. Let's see. It's heads up with Chris and Ed. Chris bets shows Ace Jack. Chris bets 15 or 13. It's probably 13. Heads up with Chris and Rick. They both check. Comes the turn on the 3 of diamonds. Chris is going to bet. Rick calls. 8 of hearts on the river. Chris gonna bet. Rick calls. He had trip 3s. Yeah, there was a lot of drama going on, and I'm glad our mic, we couldn't figure out how to work our mic, but so we're cleaning up on the voiceover. Let's just say that Chris got suspended for a week. Let's just say that. Yeah. So Josh won that pot. Alan raised $12 or $13. Rick calls. It is 13. Josh calls. And so did Chris. So we're four-handed. It comes 5, 7, 8. 7, 8 clubs. 5 of spades. Alan checks. Rick bets. Josh folds. Chris is calling. Alan folds. It's heads up. 9 of hearts come on the turn. Oh, I remember this hand. Rick bets. He has pocket 6, so he turned the straight. A 6 comes on the river. Rick still bets a hefty. Oh. No, this is... No, he turned top 2. This is another hand that he had pocket 6s. So... Chris makes it 13. Alan and Josh called. It's on Alan first check. Chris bets. Alan folds. Josh folds. I'm very good. We lost another player. Alan is going to cash out. He Venmo'd me the money, so I'm going to Venmo him back. So I'm going to speed this up. We don't need to watch this. Alrighty, next hand. So we're down to 5 players now. Looks like it's two-handed. Rick and Chris. Check, check. Runner under queen. Chris is gonna bet. Rick calls. 10 high. Pair of 7s with the ace kicker. Rick bet. Josh calls. Nope. Josh raised. Ed folds. Chris is folding. And Rick folds with a queen jack. He was trying to bluff. Nice bluff. Nice bluff. Couldn't get that bluff through. We're looking for the button right now. There we go. The button's right. Chris bets. We got 3 players. Chris checks. Rick bets 15 or 20. Josh folds. Chris is going to... He calls 20. On the turn, rivers. Chris is going to bet out 21. Rick calls. Shows queen high. Pair deuce. Pocket deuce. Good call by Rick. Chris is going to bet 13. Rick folds. Josh calls. I called. Comes Jack 4-8. It's going to be 27. Josh is fold. I fold. Winner, Chris. Let's see. Let's see, we got three-handed again. I made a bet. Chris is folding. Rick calls. 8 of hearts. Rick bets. I called. Queen of diamonds. Rick bets 25. I fold. Ugh. Oh shoot. He has a boat. Damn. Very nice. I think I might have missed my flush draw. I call, so it's four-handed. I check, it's on Chris. Chris bets 30. Josh and I fold. It's heads up, 7 diamonds, 3 diamonds on the board now. Chris bets half his stack. Rick folds, shows the 8. 3 of spades. Chris bets. Looks like it's heads up. Ooh. Rick shows pocket aces. Let's see, got checked down a river. Chris is gonna bet. They both fold. Stop apologizing. Looks like 3 callers. Checked around. King high with it. Nope. The 8 kicker didn't play. Paired board, 10-9, so Chris is gonna bet. Okay, Chris bets $7. Rick folds, Josh calls, I call. Ed looks like he's gonna raise, he did. He raised $30. See, I think I kept on getting bleeded out. I had about 500 in front of me, and then just kept on calling, and somebody raised and couldn't call the re-raise. These $13 adds up. $7. I fold. Josh folds. Chris bets 20. Ed bets forward 20. Shows queen high. Ed bets 30 again. Chris shows his hand, thinking about calling. He has 2 overs. He wanted to see the flop. He wanted to see the river. Alrighty. Chris made it 13. Josh and Ed calls. 2 queens and an ace. Rainbow. Chris is going to bet 15. Josh did. Chris folds. Josh wins. Getting checked around, check to the river. Shows a pair of 3s. Excuse me. I call. 4-handed. Chris bets. Josh looks like he's gonna re-raise. Josh is re-raising. I fold. Chris calls. It's heads up. 7 of hearts come on the turn. Josh bets. Pretty much putting Chris all in. He calls. Jack of spades. Josh bets out. Shows a pair. Pair of 3. What the? So Josh turns the flush. That was a good sized pot for Josh. Fold. Shows ace. Pair of ace. Rick wins. Look like 4-handed. Josh calls. I'm gonna probably fold. Yep. Another ace on the. Shows a pair six, pair fours. Josh wins again. Josh is all in, pocket sevens. Classic, all in, 8 to 6 of clubs. Josh wins again. You guys are lucky. If you guys are still watching this video, you guys are lucky the audio. Well, maybe it would have been funny, I suppose, to hear some of this. What's the nice word? Bantering, I think is the nicer word for it, but this is ridiculous. But yeah, this is towards the end, guys. We're wrapping things up. I'll probably go ahead. Thank you for watching. If you guys made it this far, thank you. Thank you. Please, again, to help us out and you can get more videos, please hit the like, the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. Please, that's going to help us out. YouTube's going to... Please tell other people. We need people. We need viewers. So yeah, I'm just gonna wrap it up. It's not much. There's gonna be like 20 or 30 more minutes of video. We're already pushing about an hour and 40 minutes right now. So. I win with ace high with a 7 kicker. Oh my gosh. I think this might be the final round.
Oh, I remember this one. This is the pair six. He turned a straight. Rick's gonna bet out 15, $20. This is the hand, but there was three diamonds out there too. So this is a tough. So he, so a six comes. Chris's first act, he shoves, then talks. He's on his feet, talking smack. I'm trying to calm him down, say, hey. Rick's thinking about it. He had the straight. He's worried about the higher end straight, of course, or the flush. So Rick's thinking about it. This is a hero call for sure. The pot's no more than 50. So he calls. They both, the board is a straight, so it's a chop pot. I'm pretty much fed up at this point. I'm making this the last round. So yeah, Chris was threatened he won't come back. It doesn't work on me. I'm like, okay, let me cash you out then. He's like, I'd rather lose him. No offense. No offense. Gosh. So it's a family pot at $2. Got checked around. Rick and we all folded. He had a 10 too. This is the last round. I'm pretty sure this is the last round. Heads up with a pair of deuce. Two. Checked around again. Shows king 8. Everybody folds. Five deuce 4, 2 spades, another 2 of hearts come out on the turn. King of diamonds on the river. Chris is gonna bet. Josh folds. Chris wins. Chris bets 10. Everybody, nope. We got heads up with Josh. Chris bets 27. Josh pushes all in. Chris is thinking about it. Calls.
Queen of spades. Pocket sevens, ace eight. Josh wins again. Josh is on a heater for the last. What's sick? So I think this is the last hand. I think the table breaks at this point. Thanks for coming, guys. Next week we should have the audio. If Chris comes, we're probably gonna have to have a lot of beeps, but yeah. This is it. Thank you very much.